Hi everyone, welcome back to Techno Coders. In this session, we'll be understanding on Unix directory structures, how to create the directory, how to work on the directories. So before we start, let's start from the beginning. So Unix uses hierarchical structure of to organize the files. So what is the hierarchical structure means? If you see here, I have a root node, right? And after that, I have a bin etc user temp and lib. So all the directories beneath root are organized in such a way that it will look like a tree structure. And like you can see, after user also I have branches, two branches, and then I can have sub branches from there also. So this typical organizing file and directory structure we call this directory tree. In root node, starting point of any directory to begin with. Let's go back to the Unix terminal. So as soon as you logs in, you will find yourself in the home directory once you first time log in. So to know which directory currently you are, just run the command pwd present working directory. So you can see here inside home, I have a directory called a Techno Coders, and this is my home directory. Okay. Now, as I was showing you before, right, root is my starting directory. So everything, all the directories are actually below it, right? So how to go to your root directory? So you can go using the cd command. So cd command, nothing but change directory. So I will be explaining more about this command later. So cd /. This / is nothing but it's my root directory. Now let's run the command again, pwd. You can see my / only is showing. So it is my root directory, right? So suppose from root directory, I want to go to my home directory, right? So for that, I have a shortcut command. Either you can give the full path like cd / /home / technocoders like this. That also take you there, or you can use cd + command. So * command is extreme left corner below escape key. So if you run that command, it will take you to your home directory. Wherever you are, you can always go to your home directory. And suppose I just want to know which directory I was before. So you can run cd - command. It will take you to the previous directory. So which is my root directory. So this command you can run from anywhere, right? So I hope this tree structure is clear to you on high level. We will be discussing more. Everything is organized under root directory, right? And this we called as a directory tree. So if somebody asks you, right, how the directory is organized in Unix, so we can say that it's a tree structure, right? And root is my first node or first directory to begin with. So / root, then bin etc user temp lib. Now let me show you what all directory can have inside root directory. So currently again I am in a root directory. So I will run ls - lrt command. This I already explained in my last session how you can run these ls commands. So if I enter, so you can see here all these are my directories, right? So currently I was in my home directory. I was showing you my user technocoder inside home directory. You can have multiple users inside your home directory because Unix is can be shared by the multiple users, right? So multiple user can be working at the same time in the same Unix box. So you can have multiple users. Okay. And one more thing, just I will to explain you. If you see here bin as bin, these are also directories, right? But there is a link given, like this is a link directory. It means this bin shortcut, if I do cd bin, it will directly take me to user bin, right? So using a link, they created a directory link naming as bin, which is pointing to the user / bin directory. So see here, if I do cd bin and if I run pwd, so you can see I am in the bin directory. But actually bin is a link and it is linked to user / bin. So where the user is also in the same root directory. So that's why I'm saying root is the beginning of the every directory. So let me show you one example. If you see here bin bin directory, it is actually a user / bin directory, right? So it is linked. And how to know that this is a linked directory? You can always see starting, if it is L, it means it's a linked directory. If it is D, it's a normal directory. So it's a link file or link directory, you can say. So now let me show you with an example. cd / which is my root, then I am going to user, usr, user. Let's see what happens here. See carefully here, inside user I have so many directory, right? And one of the directory is bin, bin directory here. So you can find the same directory here also, bin. So what that means is, if I do cd bin, actually it is going inside user bin directory. Okay, so don't confuse that. So these are the link you can create in the directory. So we'll be understanding in later in programming session. So I hope these commands are clear to you. Now we'll move to the next command, like how to create directory in Unix, how to work upon the directories, how to remove a directory in Unix. So I'm going back to my home directory, cd tilde. It will take me to my home directory, Technocoders. Let's see how to create a new directory. So to create a new directory, use mkdir command and give the directory name. So look, suppose I want to create one test directory. So I will just saying test underscore third fab. Okay, so I am creating one directory here, and to list the directory, just run command ls. So here you can see test3 fab got created. If I want to view in long list format, either use ls-l or t with the timestamp option, sorting wise. So you can see here test_3_ fab directory got created, and where this directory path actually is, it's inside Technocoders, right? So if I go to the directory using cd command text3_ fab and run the ls-lr command again, I don't have any files currently in the directory. Directory is empty. So I am running pwd command now. So you can see here this directory test3 fab got created under Technocoders directory. Okay, so this is mkdir. This is the way you can create directory inside any directory given to you. Okay, now let's understand about relative path and absolute path concept in Unix. What is the absolute path? So absolute path means you are giving the directory path name starting from the root. So example, in this particular example, if I say cd home okay, so this is my absolute path because it's starting from home Technocoders test.feb. Okay, now let's go to one directory back. To go to one directory back, use command cd ... So it will take you the one level up into your parent directory. Now currently I am in Technocoders. Suppose if I give command go one directory back to your home directory first, easy to understand that relative path. So cd, if I give cd and I will just say that Technocoders / test_3_ fab. See, I am currently in test3 fab. So this is the difference. So if my path is starting from /, it's an absolute path. If my path is not starting from the / from the root directory, then it's a relative path to that particular directory. So what that means is, suppose if I go back to my root directory or any other directory, for testing I'm just going to my root directory. If I run this command, right, relative path, see what will happen. No such file or directory, right? Because Technocoder directory is inside my home directory, right? So this is a relative path, so it is not able to understand what is my starting point and it is not able to take you to the correct directory. So if you want to avoid such situation, always you can give a directory name starting from your root directory like this /. So whenever you are seeing / in your directories, right, think about it, it's a absolute path. It's starting from root directory. If there is no /, it's a relative path. I hope this absolute and relative path is clear to you. Now we'll move to the next section, how to remove the directories. So we just understand how to create directory using mkdir, right? Mkdir is for creating. So same way I will use rmdir to remove any particular directory. Now let's go back to my home directory again, cd tilde operator. Now in home directory I've created test3 fab. Okay, I'm going again inside this directory. So first I'm creating one directory for this demo, mkdir test1. Okay, so here test1 directory got created, and suppose I want to remove this directory. So just run command rmdir, remove directory test_1. Now run the command again. See, directory got removed. Okay. Now suppose we have a requirement, or somebody asks you that can you create multiple directories, like let's say that create one directory test_1, another directory inside it, and one more directory inside it, like you have a requirement to create like something like this, test_1, then test_2, like that, right? So like that you want to there is a requirement to create the file. So how you will be doing that? So for that, same mkdir command, and then use parent option -p, and after that you can easily give multiple directories here, like this. Now let's see what happened. So I directory got created test1. Let's go inside this. See, another directory got created. Okay, like that. Okay, now I am coming back to my home directory again. Okay, so suppose you have a requirement, like you have created multiple directories, right? Somebody asks you to remove all those parent directory. So what will happen? You will use the same command with rmdir. You will use the same option -p, and you can remove the directory in one go. So I'll be using rmdir command, but with -p option, parent directory option, and I can remove all the subdirectory in one go. Suppose I got one requirement to remove all those parent directory. So I will be using command rmdir with -p option. Okay, if I don't use -p option, let's say, and if I run my command like this, test_rmdir, first go to test3, because my directory are inside test3 folder. Okay, so now if I use rmdir and I will not use -p option, test1 and test2 and test3, what will happen? If I run this command, it will still remove the directory, but it will remove only test3 directory within rmdir. It will not remove test1 and test2 directory. So suppose if I want to remove the parent directory as well, then I will be using option as rmdir -p test1, test2 and test3. So all the three directory will remove in one go. Okay, these directory are gone. I hope it is clear to you. See, without p also this / directory creation will work, but it will remove the last directory, test3 directory, using this command. But if you want to remove all the directory in one go, then you need to use the -p option. Okay, now let's say that you have a one requirement to create a multiple directory in the same hierarchy. See the difference here. Here we are doing one directory inside another directory, right? But suppose you have a requirement to create test1, test2, test3 directory into same folder. For that you will be using mkdir test_1 space test_2 space test_3, right? I'm 3 directory creating inside my home directory. Let's see what happens. See, test1, test2, test3, this directory got created in one go. Okay, this also you can do. So I hope this make directory and remove directory is clear to you. Let's move to the next session, how to rename the directory. So let's say that I have a directory name as test_1 here. I want to rename it, okay, to just say new test_1. So the command to rename a directory is mv, move command, mv test_1 to just say that new test_1. Okay, so I am renaming test1 to new_test1. So my directory got renamed. So what we have learned from starting is in Unix uses tree structure where root is my primary or the first directory and all the directory contains beneath the root node, and all the directory are organized in a hierarchical manner on the tree structure. And mkdir command to create a directory, rmdir command to remove the directory, -p option to create a parent directory, one directory inside another directory, and mv command to rename any particular directory structure. I hope these directory structures are clear to you, and thanks again for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this in future. Thanks again. Bye.